Hi guys, and welcome to round 8 of the Fulbeck Sprint Series. You join us at the end of timed qualifying, where currently Isaac is running last, which we're not worried about. We're expecting this year it's really been about gaining experience and just having a bit of fun and seeing what he can do. So we've said if he starts last every race it's fine, it's all bum in seat time. So this is the end of the timed quali. Far off is there, I can't actually see the times while I'm narrating because they're too small on my screen. I think he's got a 50-second lap in there. He hasn't been for 3 months either. His last visit was back in June. And this is actually only his third actual participation in race day. But he's moved up to 9th. Yep, and the guy behind him didn't beat him, so that's so he's moved up to 8th. Sorry, that's an 8th place on time quali. Now what that means, because I don't really know what heat 1 and 2 are for if you've had a quali already, but this is the end of heat 1, and this is a corner we're gonna come back to. You might just notice his head turn around a little bit there. I'm going to show you the end of this at the end of the heat. I'm going to explain what's happened there. Really couldn't believe it. Very harsh decision taken against him. As you can see, he was kart 66 in him. He was holding kart 66 up for quite a while, pretty much all this heat, and kart 66 just couldn't get past him. Now we did try at that corner I spoke about, tried to take down the inside. We never saw him in the camera. Isaac never saw him. He did feel a bit of a bump, which is why he turned around and had a look. But unfortunately Isaac got quite a severe penalty for that, which we'll show you at the end of the lap. You see the little blue lines that are travelling across the times. That kind of indicates a rough indication of where they are on the lap. And if you'd noticed before, when we first started heat 1, Isaac's kart 17 and kart 66 behind were right on top of each other. That's what they were like all through the heat until that one corner. And this is the incident. So you see Isaac glance behind him there. He felt a bit of contact going through that corner, but he got a placed penalty on the grid, presumably for the race. I don't know. Very harsh. This is heat 2. A normal rolling start for these heats. Isaac hasn't quite got the hang of it yet because he does lose a bit of ground across the start line. And those eagle eyes of you up there saw a spinner right across the front of the track. He had a kart on the inside, nowhere to go, ended up in the gravel. So here, if you look at the top, the first drive with those 3 on your right, you see him spinning round now. So he's already facing the opposite way, and the kart just rolls and doesn't give Isaac anywhere to go. And by the time they recover his kart and he gets in fact, you can probably hear them coming up now. There they go. So in this heat, I don't quite understand how the positions are accumulated for the final, but he was a lap down. 2 drivers there, a lap down in heat 2. Now as you can see for the final, leaving the dummy grid, a lot of drivers having a problem starting the cars, including that driver, the E-plate driver on the right. So a lot of us out of position for this formation lap. So it's just a case now of joining the back of the grid, hopefully before the start of the race. Now Isaac did say after the race that he wasn't going quite as fast as he should have done here, because he was trying to leave space for the guy, the E-plate driver, to come back into his position, which is probably very nice of him, but probably unnecessarily. So instead of starting 9th in this, he effectively is starting 7th. As long as you can join the back of the grid, back of the field. So the marshals are slowing them all down, going around the boot section of Fulbeck, and they're all together. So yeah, he's effectively starting in 7th. He's only got 2 drivers in front of him. One, maybe actually only 5th then, even better. So there we go, across the line. Always miss out the first chicane on the first lap, but from now on in, it's taken every corner. Doesn't seem to have a lot of grip. Now whether that's his style of driving, whether it's too much steering input, but obviously when he oversteers out of a corner, that stops him being able to get his foot down as early as the rest of the drivers, which is probably what he's losing some of his time. But he'll definitely get there, and he's definitely having fun while he's doing it. So there he is. He's currently lying in 7th place. Oh, and he just passed somebody there. Didn't see who that was, so that's put him up into 6th. And as long as he stays there when we next cross the line, that will be shown on the leaderboard. So here he comes round to complete this lap. He has managed to keep everyone else behind him. Oh, the times are frozen. I've noticed the times are frozen. Oh, there you go, refresh now, and there he is, he's up into 6th. Unfortunately, 2 drivers quite quickly nipped past him there, again on the exit of the hairpin at the top of the track. So that puts him back down to 8th. But again, he's enjoying it more. It may be slower than the rest, but he's enjoying it more, just being amongst the rest, even if it's not for the whole race. And like I said, we know he'll get there. Oh, massive oversteer coming out that corner. Just held off the full spin, but that's cost him dearly. There we are, confirmation of his 8th position, and you can see the blue little bars that move across the times indicates that kart 24 is fairly close behind him. You can hear the tyres struggling for grip, and I'm sure that his lack of grip is what's giving him his problems with his track times, lap times. Now again, if it's something he's doing wrong or could do better, then that's something he's got to learn. If it's something to do with the kart setup, maybe that's something we'll have to learn together, along with S8 and the rest of the team at S8. Now that little blue bar at the bottom suggests that kart 20. Oh, there he is. He just got in front of him. That hairpin there. That blue bar was in front of him for a while there. It's a little bit misleading in the graphics, but he's just got past him there. Isaac's struggling to hold on. Here we go down the main straight. So he's down into 9th. Not the end of the world. So we didn't expect him to do that well at this moment, having only been to 3 meters. Oh. Unfortunately, that's the end of Isaac's race. His chain, we found out later, his chain had broken, unfortunately, so that's Isaac out. Yeah, unfortunately, what with one thing and another, ambulances and crashes, he's still yet to finish a final, but that's nothing really down to him. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in the next video.